Hang on real quick. Hey, good evening, everyone. I had me on mute. I had Michael on mute. We're going to bring Michael in here in just a second. So glad to be here on a Friday night with you guys. And we've got a great show in store for each and every one of you. So we're looking forward to it. Hope everyone is doing great and has had a great work week as well. Hopefully, we're coming it through loud and clear. And we wanted to bring you another great, fantastic metal detecting chat tonight on a Friday. And again, I know how hard it is to commit on a Friday night, but we appreciate each and every one of you being here. And we're going to bring our good friend, Mr. Michael Coley, NC Relic Hunter himself. We're going to bring him in here right now. What's going on, Michael?
Man, we had a little trouble there.
Yeah, Michael, you're always causing some technical difficulties.
No, it's not always me, but
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
always have something.
You're always doing something that's messing me up tonight, Michael. I had us all ready to go, and look at him. He's in the dark. He's got all kind of red lights, all kind of crazy stuff going on there behind you, there, Michael.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we're glad Michael's here with us. We appreciate Michael taking his time to be with us tonight, too, as well. And we got people piling in here left and right. We got some great conversation tonight. I think you guys are going to be excited to talk about. But before we begin, Michael, hold on one second. Before we begin, let's do a couple of shout outs. And we've got a few people in here that are regulars. And let's give them a shout out as well. We got Mr. Old Pelon in here. He said good afternoon, Michael. It doesn't feel like afternoon to me, does it to you, buddy?
Nice.
He's on the West Coast, so it is afternoon to him. So good afternoon to Old Pelon. Glad to have him in here. He's always a great supporter of the channel. And we've got Mr. Doug Atkins. He says, good evening from South Louisiana. Glad to have Doug Atkins in here with us. Why is it when I start a live stream, everybody wants to contact me right in the middle of the live stream? You ever notice that?
I'm glad I heard your phone. I just muted mine.
Well, the problem is my messages are all tied into my computer too, so they all come through at the same time. So, but anyway, back to this. Mr. Chris is in the house. Glad to have Chris with us. Chris is awesome supporter of the channel. We appreciate him so much. Sniff It Out is in here. Glad to have Sniff It Out. Mr. Doug Atkins is in here. Glad to have Doug with us tonight. He's always a great supporter, along with Mr. Diggin' Daryl. Glad to have Diggin' Daryl in here. Appreciate Diggin' Daryl. Mr. LC Hunt is in the house. Glad to have LC. Appreciate you being here tonight, LC. Ricky Bennett is here with us tonight, Michael. Glad to have Ricky. We got Mr. Keegan in here. Glad to have Keegan, our good buddy, Mr. Workman's Adventure. And he gave you a couple of stickers and some things the other day, right, Michael?
Yeah, I had some stickers. Yeah. I brought you some stickers too.
Yeah. Glad to have Workman's Adventure. I did get my stickers. I do want a hat though, so we'll have to let him know on that. Relics and Rings. Glad to have Relics and Rings here with us tonight. Mr. CZ Digger is in here. Appreciate him being here. Always a great supporter. Mr. Dirt Devil Detecting is in here with us, Michael. You talked to him today.
Right.
I'm telling you, Dirt Devil Detective makes the best mounts for the XP Deus 2 you'll find anywhere. And if you have not checked him out, you need to give him a shout out, or I'm giving him a shout out now, but give him a email or text message. He'll be glad to hook you up with some great mounts for the XP Deus 2. Those things work fantastic.
And the stands as well.
Oh yeah, his stands, all of those things. And we'll maybe, if we get a minute, we'll show those towards the end of the show. But check him out. He does a fantastic job on those things. Mr. Joe Dirt, it says good evening. Oh, glad to have Joe Dirt with us as well. Let's see. We don't want to miss anybody. There he is, Mr. Digging Dude, all the way from New York. It's cold up there up north, isn't it?
It's cold here.
Yeah, it's cold for here too. Miss Bells is in the house. Glad to have Bells. Thank you for being here tonight, Bells. We appreciate you. We're going through the list here, Michael. We've got, let's see here. Oh, we got our man, Mr. Surfside Dan is in here. Surfside Dan's going out on a little beach hunt tomorrow, or a little hunt, I think.
JD hunt.
I don't think it's a beach hunt. I think it's it's the support of one of the local guys that passed away. It was a big time metal detectorist and dealer in the area. So Dan's going out to support him and give to that cause with this hunt. So there's our man, Mr. Surfside Dan, doing his good deeds as always. Mr. Louis Villarreal, glad to have him. He said, "What's happening, everyone?" But always glad to have him in here with us as well. Let's see here, Michael. I'm going down the list. Dirty South Diggs. Glad to have him in here tonight. New person. I think we've seen him in here before, but so appreciate him joining in with us. Mr. Detect Meister is in the house. Glad to have him with us. There is Mr. Lance McElwain from Outcast Metal Detecting. Glad to have Lance in here. We appreciate him joining in with us tonight. Mr. Don't Tread on Me. Metal Detecting is here with us. Michael, glad to have him. Gary and the Goose. Gary N is in here with us. Glad to have Gary. And we appreciate him joining in with us. Detecting 307 is here tonight. Appreciate him joining with us tonight. Hopefully, we're going to give some great information. And
he said he's in Wyoming. Lots of snow there.
Oh, wow. Lots of snow. I can't even imagine. There is our main man from Ireland, Mr. Detect Meister. Glad to have him in here with us tonight, all the way from Europe. We appreciate Detect Meister being with us. Mr. Buzzsaw, appreciate him. He says he's all the way from East Texas, Michael. So glad to have him in here with us tonight. There's our main man, another Texas guy, Mr. Matt Johnson. Glad to have Matt in here with us. Metal Detecting Texas. Rocky Mountain Prospector, Mr. Brad Hayden in here tonight. Glad to have Brad with us. Thank you for joining in with us tonight, Brad. We appreciate you so much. Mr. Zapper is in here with us, Michael. Glad to have Zapper with us. Let's see here. We're going through all of them. DCM is in the house. Glad to have DCM all the way from beautiful South Carolina, our home state. So glad to have him. We've got Miss Sunny Coley in here. Wow. Look at that woman in that picture. She is one hot mama there. What do you think, Michael?
Yeah.
And we got Mr. Bobby Short in here. Hey, guys, we appreciate Bobby being in here. Always great to have him. And I think we got everybody, not unless you didn't leave a comment. So some great shout outs, some great people in here as always, Michael. We had our members only live stream. It was very fun. Just sort of getting back into the saddle and doing some things and talking metal detecting with everyone. I've gotten the chance to get out this week after dealing with a whole bunch of sickness, dealt with the norovirus, dealt with the shingles, dealt with a bummed up knee. Michael, I've gone through it all. And now
you forgot about the bummed up knee.
Yeah, now the knee was like secondary to all this other stuff over the last month. But man, I am so glad to be back in here and back at it with you guys, having fun, talking metal detecting, getting out, metal detecting, enjoying being outside and so on. It's just been awesome. So we are so excited to be doing those things as well. Look here. Matt's already going to bed on us.
He goes to bed early.
Dang, Matt. We're going to have to start having our show a lot earlier for Matt. We got to keep him up. So anyway, we've got a great crowd in here, Michael. And a couple of things I wanted to do as we get into the show is give our main sponsor a big shout out. This guy is awesome. And we want to make sure that he gets his due. We're going to, let me share our screen real quick. And we're going to share that. Hang on, Michael. And Mr. LMS Metal Detecting is one of our main sponsors for this live stream. Guys, go check out Mike at LMS Metal Detecting. He can definitely get you hooked up with anything and everything metal detecting related. Mike wanted me to pass along, and he's going to be on here with us too, by the way, Michael. I
That's
think
pretty
he's
good. Free shipping over $50.
free shipping. I mean, that's awesome. Free shipping over $50. You can get gift certificates for anybody that if you're buying stuff for people. Mike can get you your stuff quick and fast. He's a local South Carolina dude down here in Myrtle Beach, and he can get anything that you are looking for. He's a Mind Lab direct dealer, so he can get Mind Lab stuff really, really quick. Mike does a fantastic job and just got all kinds of things for you to select from. If you are a veteran, you get a discount. He's, like I said, he's got gift certificates. And he wanted me to pass along that Thursday there are going to be some special sales and deals. So you might want to check Mike out on Thursday, as there's going to be some things going on. If you are looking for a Garrett Vortex, which is up on the screen right now, the VX9, give Mike a call. He can get you hooked up with a discount, um, possibly on that machine. So definitely give him a shout if you are interested. And then, of course, he's got all of the deals that are going on right now with the Xterra Elite. I believe you get a Mind Lab pinpointer, the Pro 40, with the Nocta Legend. You get the AccuPoint with the triple score. If you're looking for a triple score, you got that whole accessory pack that you can get. Great deals on those machines, and Mike can get you hooked up with any of that stuff. Mike is also a very experienced metal detectorist. As I've known Mike for almost 13 years, he's probably one of the best beach hunters I've ever been around in my entire life. He really knows how to work a beach and does very well with it. But Mike offers support. So if you buy a machine from him and there's something you want to know, Mike will be glad to answer those questions. He knows all these machines up and down, and he can give you the information that you need. So check LMS Metal Detecting out. Give Mike a try. He'll get you hooked up nice, and just a super guy to deal with, very knowledgeable. And we're going to have him here on the show to talk about his dealership and talk about all of the great things that he has on his site. So check Mike out, and I know you will not be disappointed. And for those of you that are waiting on that XP Deus 2 HF coil, maybe you want to order it from Mike. He'll get it to you fast and quick. Mike,
Gary said, how about fines bags? I'm pretty sure he has some fines bags as well, doesn't he?
Gary, he's got everything and anything. Just like I said, give him a call. And I think I posted his number. His number's passing on here down at the bottom, 843-457-2795. Just tell him, hey, you saw this on Southern Relic Adventures, and he might even give you a little more discount on a machine or any of these other things. So just let him know that you saw it here, and Mike will get you hooked up for a good deal on anything that you're seeing. So definitely check him out. He's a super great guy to deal with, very knowledgeable. He provides service after the sale. He doesn't just sell it to you, drop ship it, and that's the end of it. He basically ships it really from his location to you. So he has a lot of things in stock. He's got all kinds of beach scoops for those guys that are beach hunters. Mike is actually makes and designs a lot of his beach scoops as well. He has titanium beach scoops, which are super, super nice. And he can get you hooked up with a very, very nice beach scoop. So give Mike a try. I know you will not be disappointed, as he is one of our main supporters of our channel and one of our favorite dealers to deal with. And he's local here in South Carolina, but he ships everywhere, and he's got free shipping for anything over $50. So definitely give him a try. Military discounts for those of you that are military or veterans. He can definitely get you hooked up with that as well. So give LMS Metal Detecting a try and a shot. And again, his information is scrolling across the bottom. So,
I've
Mike,
been using that AccuPoint lately. I talked to Chris earlier about it. I really like that pinpointer.
yeah, it's a very good pinpointer. And, I've noticed a lot of people using that pinpointer a lot more in videos that I've been watching too. Have you noticed that too, Michael?
I have noticed that. Yeah. I mean, I still like my MI6 pinpointer. But that's the two that I really use. If I'm using the Manicore, I like to use that AccuPoint. Or if I'm using the Deus, which I have used the AccuPoint with my Deus,
Right.
I don't.
Dirty South Dig says, hey, he wishes he was at the beach. He says he's sick of this cold weather, and I bet a lot of people on here would agree with him on that for sure. There's Carson Chris, glad to have him in here tonight. Johnny Rum is in here from Washington. Lake Pilot is in here. Hey, fellas, great to see a live show. Yes, we're bringing a live. We haven't done one in really, well, we did one last week. But we're sort of getting back into the saddle. I was sick most of the month of January with norovirus and shingles, for those of you that did not know. And now I'm back at it. I've been detecting. I've got a video up that I put up this morning. Got another video coming for you guys tomorrow with the Manicore. So stay tuned for that. We've got a triple score video coming. We're going to have some more Vortex VX9 videos coming. We got all kinds of content in the pipeline for you guys, and we're going to be bringing that stuff to you guys really, really soon. So thank y'all again for all the support. And if you haven't checked out my latest video with the XP Deus 2 running 1.0, Michael was with me. We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. And you go check out that video. I think you'll like it a lot for those of you that are XP Deus 2 users. So again, last time, check out Mike, LMS Metal Detecting. He supports our channel. We'd like for you guys to support him too, as well, as he helps us with reaching our goals and giving us some great insight into all things metal detecting as well. So check Mike out, LMS Metal Detecting. All right, Michael. So on to what we're going to get going with tonight. We went out on a hunt on Monday together, and I was running. We're going to start with the XP Deus too. So I was running 1.0 update, and one thing that I wanted to mention was the reason why I was running that. And for those of you that go and watch the video, the reason why I did that was because I wanted to see if there was something that I was missing, maybe with 1.0 that I didn't really realize at the time when it first came out. And so, I decided that I would run 1.0 to see if there was anything there. And basically what I found out was I really didn't miss much. I mean, I didn't dig a lot of iron like a lot of people thought 1.0 would do. I ran general. I ran the sweeper program settings for 1.0, and I really didn't miss a beat. What do you think about 1.0, Michael?
I mean, it runs a little bit hotter, but if you're used to the hunting and the iron with the Deus 2, then I think you'll be fine using it.
Well, and here's the thing, Michael. Remember that 1.0 had a different set of filters versus 0.71 and 1.1 and 2.0 have right now. It had its own filters. So that was the main reason why I was running it, was to check out those filters. And general to me worked a little better on 1.0 versus what I had seen with 0.71 or 2.0. Or it just seemed that way. Michael had a great find too. So if you haven't checked the video out, Michael had an unbelievable find, and we're going to show that find right now. In fact, Michael, you ready to see that find again, buddy?
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see if I can find it. I think it's still up here somewhere, or did I? Yeah, there it is. There it is, Michael. There it is. So look at there. This is what Michael dug on Monday. This is a 1818 U.S. large cent that Michael dug out of heavy iron and he was running the Manicore with the M9 coil. And beautiful find. I was so excited to see Michael dig this, as I knew how heavy the iron was in that area. And Michael did a fantastic job finding that. The other thing that was dug was I dug a ring, and it's a beautiful little ring, probably worn by a slave that came out of the slave cabins. You can see there's a sort of crisscross design in the ring. There's the other piece of it there that you guys can see. But again, pretty cool thing that I found. The other thing that I dug the other day running the Manicore was I dug a General Service Civil War button out of heavy iron, and I found that on Wednesday of this week. So again, some unbelievable finds, some things that I love seeing. I love personal items like that ring. I think those things are really cool. Michael got a really good find too as well. He dug a nice piece of a colonial shoe buckle here with some very intricate design on it. Michael, you like that find a lot, didn't
Yeah, I did. I haven't found one like that before.
you? Yeah, I really, really, really like that. So again, those were some of the things that we found on Monday and Wednesday of this week. I wanted to share those things with you guys. Again, I was running the XP Deus 2. I also switched up to the Manicore on Wednesday and dug that General Service Civil War button. And that video is coming, so stay tuned. You got to see that. It was a crazy find. It was mixed in heavy iron on some very, very interesting slave cabin areas where it was, which was loaded with iron.
You got a picture of that lock cover?
I do, but let me see if I can pull it up, Michael.
Chris was wanting you to show a picture of it.
Yeah, let me see if I can get that lock. That lock cover was pretty cool. And again, I was excited to dig that as well. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick for you guys. It's a keyhole cover for a lock, and you guys can see the eagle on that. And anytime I see an eagle, I get excited. How about you, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I dug that the other day. That was the first hole I dug too, Michael.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's the first hole I dug on Monday, and I dug this brass keyhole cover with an eagle design on it, and the eagle is pretty impressive on this. And I kept saying, I wonder if this is military, because I have dug a lot of military artifacts around where this was dug as well. But I think it's probably 1800s, I believe. I think I've seen this one before. Have you seen one with an eagle on it before, Michael?
Not that I remember.
I've dug one similar to it about 3 or 4 years ago, if I remember correctly. But yeah, there's an eagle on it. But really cool. And if you haven't seen the video, go check out the video on Southern Relic Adventures, and it's the latest one with the XP Deus 2. You'll get to see Michael digging his beautiful coin and a couple of really nice buttons. I dug this lock key cover along with some other artifacts as well. So go check out the video if you haven't already, and we would greatly appreciate that. All right, Michael. So are you ready for Michael's Corner and your tip for the week?
What tip?
Michael's going to have his own special part of this show, and it is called Michael's Tip of the Week. So I'm going to turn this over to Michael.
I don't know what
I'm getting off of here. This is just going to be Michael.
I don't know what you want me to tell him.
You're going to give your tip of the week.
I don't have any tips.
Yes, you do, Michael. Go ahead, share that tip of the week. So Michael's going to share his tip of the week for metal detecting right now. So here we go. Here's Michael's tip of the week. I'm gonna remove.
I guess the tip of the week, it goes for the Manicore and the Deus too, is don't run your sensitivity too high when hunting in the iron, because it can cause more falsing. from what I've seen, and it tends to run a little bit smoother if you run your sensitivity a little bit lower. I'm not talking about real low, but I think I like to keep my DS2 about 90 and my mana core around 19 or 20. But that's probably like workman's adventure. Don't eat the yellow snow. That's what it is around here now. We got a little snow on the ground, but yeah, that would probably be a tip that I kind of go by, because I have run it up higher and I've got falsing in the iron, but ever since I ran a little bit lower, I hadn't really had much falsing. So Brian, what are you doing, mixing a drink, or are you gonna come back?
I'm back in here, Michael. Great tip of the week. We're going to give, because I sometimes feel like I overwhelm the show. So I feel like I want Michael to have his own little part in the show. So Michael gets the tip of the week every time we do a live stream, and we appreciate Michael.
Well, I need to.
His vast knowledge. I told you I was going to do Michael's Corner. We're going to call it Michael's Corner from now on. And again, we had some interesting comments. There were a couple of people. Was Michael running the sweeper on the mana core? Well, I guess we could call that.
It's kind of like a form of it. It's it's full tones. It's low conductor, which runs up to 40 kilohertz. So yeah, it's similar in settings to the sensitive full tones. It really is.
Right. And some other people are chiming in. Louis Villarreal says, "Hey, leave your worries at home." That's a great tip too.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Yeah. Well, that's why we go out and do this. It's just an escape, to get out there in these fields and just do our thing. And it's just always fun. Digging Dude says yellow snow isn't lemon flavor. That's all good. Dirty South Diggs gave you a clap, and Prospectors Cash, thank you so much for the super chat and super sticker. Remember, any of those things go straight back into the channel. Again, we are an independent YouTuber. We come to you guys every Friday night. We do our members only thing. We do all of that stuff for you guys. And again, all of the donations, super chats, super stickers, all that goes straight back into the channel. It also costs us to do this live stream. We pay for the subscription service for this live stream. So any donations, anything like that, definitely
He's got some videos on some of the equipment he uses.
Yes, and Prospectors Cash has done a great job with some of the videos that he's been doing lately as well. So go check him out. He's a super nice guy, very knowledgeable, very informative stuff on his channel as well. So we always love to promote our fellow detectors, and that's why a lot of you are here. You guys are getting information from everybody, not just from Michael and I, but Michael just shared his tip of the week, and he'll have another one next week. So now he knows, hey, I'm gonna be prepared for a tip of the week. Thank you, Carson, Chris. Always great to have you on here too, buddy. I love that gold coin on his little icon there too. Don't you like that, Michael?
I do.
Yeah, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. Thank you, Carson, Chris, so much. We appreciate it so much. So, Michael, let's flip over now. We talked a little bit about the DS2. We're going to get back into the DS2 as the show goes on. But I recently did a video with the Vortex VX9, sort of showing the update, and then I did another video sort of showing the VX9, the triple score, and the MineLab Xterra Elite. When you start throwing iron into the mix with coins and what those VDI numbers would show up. And then that brought up a whole nother conversation that you and I got into, and that was the scales. And a lot of you have different opinions on this, but I'm interested to know your opinions as well. So, Michael, what do you think? 100, well, not 100, but really a 99-point scale versus a 60 or 50-point scale. What do you think about the differences between those two scales?
I do. I like the 99-point scale. better. It spreads the targets out more. You know, we hunted with the Equinox 800 and it had the 50-point scale, and a lot of things it seemed like come up 18 to 20 in that range on the Equinox 800. It's a great machine. It just the VDIs were pretty tight on it.
Right.
I like them spread out a little bit more.
Right. And, I was surprised when I did that test because I really wasn't expecting to see what I saw, because I was actually thinking that the Vortex maybe isn't doing as good as I thought, but it was actually doing just as well as any of the other machines. And the Vortex with this new update has definitely been improved. And if any of you have the Vortex, you definitely want to update to the new software, because it definitely has made a big improvement on the VDIs. I think it's improved the machine overall. You get the little ticks so you can see what you're notching out now. Garrett is really, really, really working hard on the Vortex, and I just look for this machine to get even better.
Improved depth too, right? Wasn't that
Yeah.
one?
They got improved depth. Now, I haven't tested it yet, and I'm going to hopefully maybe do that this weekend out in the field with the depth. But I believe that we're going to go and we're going to try to check it out and see a little bit with the depth. But I was just really blown away with the big jump that Garrett made from the last update to this update. And they've sort of dialed it in a little bit more. And I know they're going to do another update. I don't know when, but I think we're only going to see this machine constantly get better as we go. And of course, the triple score and the elite are also great machines as well. And they were all very similar
Right.
when we looked at it. But the scales had us sort of thrown off a little bit. And when you start comparing a 60 or a 50-point scale to a 100-point scale, which do you prefer? And you said 100 or 99. I said a 99. I like the 99 better. I would rather have those numbers spread out more than bunched up in a lot of cases. And I think a lot of us feel that way as well. So, yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way. Ryan Bishop wanted to know, how do you do the membership thing? Ryan, all you have to do is if you look down, if you're watching this video and you're not in full screen, you should see down at the bottom where it says join. If you click that join button, it should let you join the membership. We did our live membership with our members only on Wednesday night. We had a fun time. We taught a lot of great things. We're talking about a lot of those same things tonight, but yeah, join up. And anybody that's not a member, you want to join up for the membership, we do a live stream once a month. You get a special badge. We do some special giveaways, and we got some great giveaways coming too for our members, as well as for you guys too that come here on Friday night. But we'll have some for our members that are specifically for our members. We've got some great stuff coming from Garrett. We got some great stuff coming from XP. So again, you might want to get in on the membership and get a hold of some of those great giveaways that we're going to be doing on there as well. Congratulations to Digging Daryl. He won our giveaway on Wednesday night. So we appreciate Digging Daryl being on there as well. So again, Vortex 199-point scale. Everybody else with the 99-point scale, like the elite. And then we got the triple score running a 60-point scale. But I like the 99-point scale better. And I'm just like Michael. I don't like things all bunched up. And that's the way we got with the Equinox. And we sort of see that a little bit with the triple score, which I wouldn't be surprised if Nocta didn't go to a 99-point scale with maybe their next machines over the next couple of things that happen with them. What do you think, Michael?
I think so too. Most of these machines have gone to a 99-point scale.
Yeah.
I think they will too.
Yeah. Relic and Ring says Vortex still bunches up high conductors too close, in my honest opinion. And again, but it's way better than what it was before. So I think they're on the right track, and I think you'll see in the next couple of updates some things you might see some differences as well. And Michael and I have had this conversation, and we've shared this on here too. Even the Deus 2 will bunch up some of those things as well in the 60s and 70s. We see a lot of things ringing up in that range. And then we see the 80s, even sometimes in the 80s, we'll see a lot of things bunched up into that.
Well, like on the Deus too, but like a quarter and a half. What's the difference on that?
Right.
It's it's not a whole lot of difference, but I
Right.
mean,
Right. I agree, Michael. I agree with you 100%. So, again, it's what you're used to. If you like that 99 point scale, then, that's good. If you like the 60 or 50 point scale, that's fine. I know a lot of us have different machines, but again, it's what you get used to. And again, if you know that machine, it's gonna work just fine. And that's just the way it is. The triple score is very impressive. I agree 100% for the price and the value that you get with the triple score and all the great settings. It is just it's a great machine for sure.
yeah, it is.
Prospector's Cache says my main disappointment with the Vortex is the max frequency of 20 kilohertz. And you know what, Prospector's Cache, I think we might see some changes with that too as well. Now I'm not totally sure on that.
It's 25, isn't it?
Yeah, it's up higher than that, but um, I think we might see some changes now. Whether they go up in frequency, I don't know. But again, we'll see what happens with that.
You think that is? You think that's with the machine itself or with the coil?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a great question in itself too, and I don't know what they've got planned coming down the pipeline with the Vortex, but I do know there's going to be some more updates coming. I don't know when, but coming soon from everything that Garrett has been sharing with me. So I'd say just stay tuned. I think this, like I just said, I think this machine is only going to get better. Somebody mentioned tones a few minutes ago too. And I've suggested to them that I would like to see a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 5 tones at least in that machine, um, as well as maybe an all tones in this machine as well. And we'll see that happens. But I have suggested that to them, and I think a lot of us would be excited if they did that with the Vortex, as far as giving us some more tone options. As far as the way it sounds and the audio, I don't know how much they can do with that, but maybe they can, maybe they can't. I don't really know, but I do see this machine gradually getting better over the next couple of updates. I've hunted with it. I find it, easy to use. I love the screen. I love the balance of the machine. I like the layout of it. I mean, it's got a lot of good things going for it. So, if you're on the fence, just go check one out or borrow someone's or get one from a dealer, take it out and hunt with it. Or
We did see Deus after the fact. They offered different tone options.
right.
So it's something that can be done
Yeah,
later
I
on.
just don't know. I don't know
Right.
what they're capable of as far as that, and they have not shared that with me. So I would just say be patient with it. But it's to me, it's a good machine. I think it's going to do exactly what we want it to do. And I've hunted with it. I've had no problem with it, and I look for good things to come as they keep improving it. And we'll see what happens there. But if you are interested in a Garrett Vortex VX9, check out Mike at LMS Metal Detecting. The information is scrolling across the bottom, and he can get you hooked up and let him know you saw this on SRA on Southern Relic Adventures. He might be able to get you a good little discount too as well. So go check out LMS Metal Detecting if you are interested in a VX9 as well. So let's see here. Relics and Rings says the triple score and Xterra Elite are just better for the money, in my honest opinion. And that's fine. And I'm not saying that any of them are any better than the other. I think they're all, to me, fairly close. I don't, other than what we just said a minute ago, being able to go up to 40 kilohertz might give these other two machines an advantage. But who knows what's going to happen on down the road with this machine. So, stay tuned for that as well.
It would really help if they had headphones.
It would, and who knows what's going to happen there, as
Right.
we, who knows what we'll see with Garrett in the future. So just stay tuned, be patient with it. If you're someone that loves Garrett machines, you're going to love this machine, and I think that Garrett has a lot of stuff in the pipeline and some things coming that I think are going to change maybe the perception for some people. So just be aware of that. Bubba Smith says, E-Plane, how to become a member again? I don't see how on my phone. If you look underneath the video, you will see a join button down at the bottom underneath the picture on your phone, and you should be able to find it there. If not, go to a computer. You should see it there, and just hit the join and sign up for a membership. We would greatly appreciate that, Bubba. Thank you for asking. And we're always excited to have new members, as we got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline as well. We appreciate each and every one of you. Late Pilot says, severely debating stepping up from Xterra Pro to Elite, saving for a while for Manicore. And I don't think you'll be disappointed if you step up to the Elite. The Elite's a great machine.
He's stepping up to a Manicore.
Oh, stepping up from Manicore.
He's got the Elite.
Oh, he's already got the Elite. Xterra.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So, yeah, but the Manicore is an awesome machine, Michael. You just saw what Michael found with the Manicore. I found some great things with the Manicore too as well. It's an awesome machine. I think it does a great job in the heavy iron. The screen is beautiful, by the way, and very easy to use. So the Manicore is one. And again, if you are thinking about a Manicore, check out Mike at LMS Metal Detecting, and he can get you hooked up with one for sure, and can probably give you a good discount too. So check Mike out. Bubba Smith says, technology on all machines is moving fast as my day is too. Right. We've said this 100 times. Look at where we've come from to where we are right now with all the technology that's changing. And I agree with Bubba as well. Prospector's Cash said, being a jewelry hunter, high frequency is important between XP and HF coil updates. Right. And we all know the higher you can go up in those frequencies, the better it's going to be on smaller gold, just like Prospector's Cash is talking about. With this new Deus 2 HF coil, I think we're going to see a big jump in that aspect. And we're going to see a lot of people finding, smaller gold targets with this new HF coil. So I agree as well. Doug Atkins says, click on the dollar sign. Yeah. I don't know. Is it the dollars? I don't know, Michael. I've never signed up for my membership channel. If that's
You're gonna tell them about our special project for the HF coil that we're gonna try. You remember the ducks?
Mm-mm.
You gonna tell them about that?
You refresh my memory.
Finding a little small shot in the
Oh yeah. So the landowner came up to Michael and I the other day for the place that we were hunting, and they do a lot of duck hunting in this area. So he came up to me. He says, "Hey, do you think your coil will be able to find this shot that's in the duck breast? And we want to be able to pull the shot."
They don't want to break their teeth when they
Right.
bite into
Yeah,
it.
because he said a lot of people are breaking their teeth when they go to chew in. And will this HF coil that you guys are raving about, will it be able to find the duck shot? And so, yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it, Michael?
Yes, I mean, if it goes up to a high enough frequency, that's going to be the best shot at finding it. We tried it with the Deus 2 and the Manicore, and we couldn't pick up that small piece of shot. But
yeah, Louis Villarreal says, I think if Charles Garrett was still alive today, Garrett detectors would have already been in equal competition with other competitors, detectors. Could be right. Could be right. I don't know the ins and outs of Garrett metal detectors. I started off with a Garrett, but I haven't really paid much attention to them until recently when they decided to release this machine. And so I sort of got back involved with Garrett a little bit, sort of looking at it. And who knows? But I still think that this machine is going to get some updates and some things that are going to definitely improve it. So again, I would not shy away from this machine. Is basically what I'm telling you. If you're one of those people. Don't tread on me. Losing faith. We will see. The day is too cold anytime. Don't tread on me. Don't lose faith. That's what I'm going to tell you. Yeah. They keep pushing it back. Yeah. Well, they have kept pushing it back, but don't lose faith. Just keep that in mind. And I think we're all going to be happy really, really soon.
I really think it's going to be next month. I don't know anything, but I just got a feeling.
Well, yeah. It could change. I could be totally wrong, but I'm just telling you, don't tread on me. Don't lose faith. Keep the faith. You know what did George Michael say? Because you gotta have faith, the faith, right? Yeah. So yeah, we gotta have faith. The mana core being so expensive now, I'm not sure you're going to see 3 times fines over an elite unless you gold prospect. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not as impressed with the elite as I am with the triple score and maybe even the vortex. The mana core, that's a whole nother beast versus the elite, or in my eyes, and from what I've seen. Wouldn't you agree, Michael?
I agree with that. I'm along with you. I'm not really impressed with the elite either. I'm just not.
Right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Metal Detecting Northwestern Wisconsin's in here. Glad to have him in here. Hey, Metal Detecting Northwestern Wisconsin. Appreciate you being in here with us tonight, buddy, as well. Don't tread on me. Says, I dug a piece of steel shot about the size of the head of a pin with a Deus 1 HF coil. And that's and that's what Michael and I are thinking. And we told this guy, when we get the HF coil, we're going to go and we're going to start swinging over some duck.
Well, you got a Deus 1 with the HF coil. We need to remember that.
I do. So maybe I'll take that out with me the next time and see if it'll hit that little small pieces of shot that we find in that duck breast. So that'll be interesting. Joe Albano's in here. Seems like MindLab is pricing the mana core and the 900 pricing too high, going to hurt them in the long run. Well, it seems like MindLab is playing a game with.
I agree with that.
Raise the price. Let's lower the price. Let's raise the price. Let's lower the price. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you, but I do think this, and Michael agrees with me on this. I think that there's something coming from MindLab.
Well, I will tell you this. Just looking at the history. If I was interested in a mana core or 900, I would wait, and they will put them on sale because they run a sale and then they'll go up in price. But you can catch them on sale.
Yeah, just wait. If you're interested in a mana core or you're interested in an Equinox 900, you're going to see a sale. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen this year probably at some point. Now when, I don't know, but you'll see a sale. They'll drop the price back down.
MindLab, they do run sales, better than a lot of the other companies.
Yeah. Prospectors Cash is exactly right. Today's mid-price detectors are awesome. Right. We got multi-frequency machines at, $500, $400. I mean, where are you going to get that? I mean, that machine was in the thousands, not even 2 years ago. Now we're looking at some in the $500 and $400 range. So again, you don't have to have a ton of money to be able to afford a multi-frequency machine that can hunt the beach, that can hunt the land, that can go in the water. We've got those machines. And I remember when Mike and I used to talk about this, the guy down at the bottom, LMS Metal Detecting, we used to talk about, man, wouldn't it be nice if we had a machine that could sort of do it all? And that was back in 2012 and 2013 and 2014. And eventually we got that with the Equinox and then the Deus and the Deus 2. And now we've got the Nocta machines, the Legend, and we got the Score and Triple Score and all these other machines and the Elite. We got all these machines that are capable of doing it all. And to me, that's fascinating in itself as well. So, Digging Daryl says, X out the comments and you will see perks. Click on that to get the membership. Right. In the description, there should be something in there as well. Thank you, Digging Daryl. Greeny Meanie says, give him a pin pointer when he eats his. We tried that.
Yeah, we tried the pin.
We tried it and it would not pick up that little piece of shot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we did try it with the pin pointer. Metal Detecting Northwestern Wisconsin. I'll tell you guys, I've been testing the Vortex and it's doing much better now. And that's what I've seen. You know, a lot of people want to, for whatever reason, want to poo-poo on this machine, but I say be patient with it. I still think there's some good things coming from Garrett as well. DCM says, I feel like MindLab can keep dropping the price of the ManaCore down to $12.99. They could probably keep it around that price. I just can't see. Yeah, I agree with you, DCM. $17.99 is just expensive.
Yeah.
Right. $12.99, $1,100, $1,000, maybe. But $17.99, that's just a lot of money for a machine. And it, don't get me wrong, it's a great machine, but that's just a lot of money, isn't it, Michael?
It is. We were talking about that earlier. You know? Yeah, I mean, 1,500 is probably the limit.
Right. Don't Tread on Me says there's a great sale on the Deus 2 right now, complete package. Get an MI6 and a 240 backpack. Contact Mike. He'll get you set up with that deal.
Yeah.
If it's available. So check out LMS Metal Detecting. Zapper says he got a killer deal on my MindLab Elite. And I don't know that the Elite is selling as good as what they probably thought it was. Do you think so, Michael?
I'm not sure. You know, it's competing, you know, with the Triple Score and the Vortex, and you know, I don't know if it is or not. I really don't.
Look, I just honestly think the Triple Score is eating that machine's lunch.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you know, but I don't know. But when we did our little poll, and you guys that participated in the poll, I thank you for doing that. It was the Triple Score by far on that poll as far as those mid-tier machines. And I just think a lot of people are leaning towards that Triple Score. Number one, because of the value at $400 and what is it, $479, and you get 2 coils, a set of wireless headphones. You got a fines pouch, a hat, a digging tool. For $479 to $499. I mean, good Lord. I mean, that's just unbelievable. And I think the Triple Score is just eating MindLab's lunch. Nocta's eating MindLab's lunch with that machine, as well as anybody else that's in that mid-tier range right now, with the value and the price that you're getting with that machine. And like a lot of people were just saying, I mean, heck, you get a machine that goes up to 40 kilohertz. You can hunt the beach with it. You can hunt the parks with it. You can hunt relic hunting with it. You can take it 16 feet in the water. I mean, it's just a great, fantastic deal that's hard to pass up. So Nocta really has controlled, I feel like they are controlling that mid-tier market right now.
It's a comfortable machine to swing too. It's lightweight.
Yeah.
A good selection of coils.
Yeah. DCM brings up a good point. $17.99, and you start adding those coils in, it's over $2,000 in a hurry.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely over that. Prospectors Cash says, I'm pulling for Garrett. They're made in the USA, and new tariffs will probably affect pricing from France and Turkey. Could. We've had that conversation amongst ourselves. Michael and I have. I don't know. You know, that's going to be something that maybe we start taking into account too. But I still think Garrett is working hard And I do think this machine's only going to get better over this year as we move along. And we'll see what happens as well. Don't Tread on Me says, I could literally buy 10 more Deus 2 with finds from one I have now has found. There you go. Yeah, the Deus 2. Well, you guys know how I feel about the Deus 2. And Michael likes the Deus 2, but he just does so well with the mana core. And I keep telling him all the time, he likes to sometimes say, well, I'm gonna take my mana core and put it back in. I'm gonna get my Deus 2 out. And I'm going like, why? Why are you doing that? You're good with the mana core. Why would you go to anything else? And I feel comfortable with the Deus 2. He feels comfortable with the mana core. There's nothing wrong with that. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. And it's not to say that he couldn't use the Deus 2 and I couldn't use the mana core. We both like those machines. But it seems like to me that Michael does better with the mana core. And I feel like I do better with the Deus 2. I feel more comfortable with it as well. So, but again, it's all personal preference in a lot of cases. Buzzsaw says, I got the mana core for $11.99. Well, you got a good deal back then. And don't be surprised if you don't see it go back to that price in the coming weeks. I'm leaning towards selling my Legend and buying a triple score. I don't think you'll be disappointed with that at all.
The triple score is more comfortable to me as far as swinging. I like the layout of the screen better.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I was looking at this. Zapper said he got an Xterra Elite for $268. And he definitely somebody got bent over. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. He says, I thought it was a killer deal. Well, that is a killer deal for sure. But congratulations on that deal for sure. I'm no professional by any means. I swing the Legend and it's the only one I've used, but I asked why such a big price difference? Am I missing out on some important options? Just curious here. That's a great question, Michael. You know, and we've had this conversation.
I don't think he's missing out on much with a Legend. I mean, over these other machines,
No, what did we say? What could it equate to as far as percentage of finds that you might find with one of these higher tier machines versus a mid tier or mid level machine?
A lot of it's bells and whistles.
A lot of it is bells and whistles, and a lot of it is, I think, maybe 1% to 2% at the most. Is there's not many targets that I have seen out in the wild that these mid-tier machines won't hit. I mean, that the upper level machines won't hit, that these mid-tier machines won't hit. Just not a lot. Have you seen a lot, Michael? Do you feel like there's a lot more out there?
I don't. I mean, we've checked a lot of targets with the, and I don't think we've found many targets that the mid-tier machines like the triple score couldn't hear that, like the Deus or the mana core could.
Right. I don't know. We might get a little more depth with some of these machines.
Right.
We might get a more information that we're given. Like with the mana core, we got the screen and we got that might decide a dig or not dig type deal. But for someone that's really experienced with one of these mid-level or mid-tier machines, I just don't believe they're missing out on that much.
Well, it's like trucks. We talked about it.
Yeah.
I drive an F-150. You can get an XL, XLT, Lariat, Platinum Edition.
Yeah.
It's what bells and whistles you want on that machine. Both of them, or all of them, are going to get you where you need to go.
That's right. And we've had that conversation quite a few times. Digging Dude says, I'm waiting on the Octa score. I don't think we're going to get the Octa score, but I do think that Nocta's working on a new machine. I really do. And I think it's coming this year at some point. I could be wrong, but I think they're working on a maybe even a premium machine to replace the Legend. And I think that's going to happen. I hope it happens this year. Louis Villarreal says, DC, and one of my detectors is the Legend, and it has more features than the triple score. Why do you want to downgrade? Well, there's really not a ton of difference in the triple score versus the Legend, other than you've got you can set the volume for the different tones. You still got iron volume, you still got notch, you still got iron filter. You got DT setting with the triple score. But a lot of those things are found on the Legend as well. That's why I think, Luis, I think that they're sort of phasing out the Legend and moving towards something else.
I think we're going to see an updated Legend in the future with
I think so too.
some of the things they've learned from the triple score implemented into it, such as the screen, the layout,
Right.
the weight distribution.
Yeah, I think, and like I said, and I've said this quite a few times, I think Nocta is the company to look out for as far as competing with MindLab and XP as far as a premium machine. I think they're on that verge of being able to break through with what they're doing, and they're really responsive with their updates. And that's what I'm impressed with when it comes to Nocta, is that these updates are really coming fast and furious, and they're constantly working at improving their machine quite frequently. And that's what impresses me about Nocta. Let's see. Prospectors Cash, for your information, I feel the triple score is more stable than my Legend, especially on the beach. And I might agree with you. I mean, I've run the triple score out on the beach. In fact, I've got a hunt coming up with the triple score, a relic hunt that I did with Michael. So you're going to get to see it on a relic hunt, and I'm telling you, it's a great machine. It really is, and for the price, I just don't think it's going to be hard to beat. It really is for what you're getting at that price range. Nocta's done a fantastic job, and kudos to them. I feel like MindLab and I feel like Garrett are basically chasing Nocta right now to try to figure out how they're going to, sort of compete in that mid-tier range. Or that's my feeling on this. Relics and Rings says, I've seen some killer deals on both the Elite and triple score. I agree. I mean, there's been some good things. You can get a free Profine 40 pinpointer, I believe, with the Elite. With the triple score, good Lord, you get the whole shooting match. I mean, you don't even need to go out and buy anything because they're giving you all those accessories with the triple score. So again, just pretty tough to beat. Finders Keeper says it's no different than any other hobby. Can buy a high-end rifle or a budget and kill a deer. Right. He's exactly right. And that's what Michael and I have been saying all along. Will it do what you need it to do? Will it get you where you want to go? In a lot of cases, it does. That's my point about the Manicore versus Elite. Are you really going to find that much more paying 3 times the money? That's your decision, I just don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody can answer that question. I think a lot of these machines are so close in technology and, all of the things that we see featured on these mid-tier machines versus these upper-end machines. I just think it's really close. I really do. I don't know how much more you would find with an upper-tier machine versus a mid-tier machine as far as price-wise goes. It's an interesting thing, but my guess would be maybe 1% to 2% more. If I had to take a guess, now I could be totally wrong on that, but that's just the way I feel. I think you could get away with buying a Legend, a triple score, an Elite, Vortex. I think you could get away with buying any of those machines and still be in the game. Without a shadow of a doubt, or that's just my
opinion. It's not much of a difference.
And guys, I have them all. I have the Xterra Elite. I have the triple score. I have the Vortex, I have the Manicore, I have the Deus 2, I've got the Score, I've got the Double Score, I have the Vanquish, I've got XP Deus 2, WS6 Masters. I've got all of those machines, and I've seen what those machines do. And I'm just saying, it really all depends on personal preference, budget, and what you want. And again, that's where I'm going to leave it. But again, a lot of these machines are very close, in my opinion. Right. Lance says the Legend still unmasked better than the Triple Score. I don't know about that, Lance. I've used both, and Triple Score really does a great job at unmasking, especially if you put that SC24 coil on there too. It doesn't have an 11-inch coil. Now, if it had 11-inch coil, it might do even different. What do you think about that, Mike?
I don't know. I mean, I know that Triple Score unmasks really well because I've seen it. So that's all I can tell you.
I've made videos on it, and I've seen that Triple Score really do a heck of a job on some of my tests out, But again, you guys know this. I don't put a lot of stuff into those tests, but I do believe that you can sort of see some tendencies with some of these machines in some of those tests. But again, ultimately taking it out in the field sort of helps you sort of differentiate on what's going on out there. So, 5 Mile Relic Hunter says DCM, they'll never phase out the Legend. They might not. That's why I said Michael and I believe they're working on Legend 2 or Legend Pro. That's what I think is coming next. What do you think, Michael?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think it'll be the Legend Pro. Bobby Short says, I think most targets are less than 6 inches deep. And Bobby Short, I would agree with you. Most machines will hit that. I think the ability to customize the area is key. Separation is key. I think it all boils down to dig or not dig. The data that the machine gives you is what's really you're getting with these upper tier machines. Don't you agree, Michael?
I agree. I mean, it's just that determination whether to dig it or not to dig. That's what you're really paying for.
Yeah, that's exactly that's exactly what you're paying for. Dig and Do said, was it the Vortex was very stable on the beach. You can go watch my Vortex VX9 video on the beach and you'll see. In fact, I had a gentleman talk to me today about the VX9 and he goes, I was really wondering why that thing was running so stable. And it does. It runs very stable on the beach. Very impressive on the beach as well. Chris says, hit that like button. Thank you, guys. Yes, Chris, thank you. I appreciate you sharing that. Louis Villarreal says, does not make bone conductor headphones for the Legend. And Prospector's Cash has been, I believe, working on some bone conductive headphones for the Legend. I know we're missing out. I bought Deus 2 because it's weight and performance. I feel I can swing longer and I'll find more. And that's part of it too. Mm-hmm. Time versus effort, that type of stuff. Can you hit the target, find it, retrieve it, move on? How fast can you do that? That plays a big role. Ferris Crump is exactly right on that, and that's a great point. And thank you for bringing that up. Are the high price detectors a status signal? Yeah, are they? He might not be far off. It's sort of like Michael wants to buy the Grand Lariat versus the F-150, right, Michael?
Or the XLT.
What's the high end?
King Ranch.
The King Ranch, right? You'd like to have the King Ranch, but do they do the same thing?
Yeah, that's right. They do.
I mean, so that's a great point. Zapper brings up a good one for sure. When my Knox 600 11-inch coil ears broke, I was using the Legend water hunting submerged, and it was as stable as it is. The Legend is a stable machine out on the beach. I was very impressed when I first used the Legend out on the beach. Zapper says, or are we all insane? We might all be insane too. Who knows? Gary says, I think the size of the coils being used enhance your finding. It can. That's why we keep saying use different coils, use different programs.
I don't think this is, you know, big of a deal as it used to be with the older machines. These new machines with the adjustable reactivity and as fast as they are, I think you can hunt with a larger coil and still you'd be fine. You know,
Right.
I really do. What do you think?
Well,
You've seen it.
well, yeah, I've seen it. So you're asking the wrong person. With that 13-inch on the Deus 2, I've done very well at unmasking and finding more targets. I love using that coil on the beach, which brings us to a great comment down here. T-Birds Digging says, "Hi, all. I've been working so much. I missed the live show the last couple of months. I have a Deus 2 with 9-inch coil. I'm debating over the 11 and the 11 by 13. Any suggestions?" Here's my suggestion. I don't think you're going to see that much depth increase between the 11 and 11 by 13. If you are working the beach, then I would get the 11 by 13. If you're working open fields more, then I would get the 11 by 13. But if you just want something that's going to be more versatile,
Good
then
all
I would go with the 11.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion. Joe Albano says the Elite V8 coil is awesome. I agree. I've got the V8 coil for my Elite, and I love the small coils, especially in tight areas. I think they do extremely well. In fact, I went into a site just recently with the Equinox 900. If you haven't checked that video, go check it out. But I was using the Coltec coil with the Equinox 900. Love using it in that situation, very tight spaces, and it did extremely well with the Equinox 900. DCM says they won't phase out the Legend, but there will be a new Legend. That's what I think too, DCM. You're exactly right. All the public spots have been beat up hard. I wanted any advantage possible. And I agree, and I think we get the advantage in some of the features, maybe some of the dig or not dig data that we can get from these machines. I think that's where we get the benefit of those upper tier machines as well. So finders keepers is exactly right on that. Gene Gilstrap says Raptor. I think he's
talking about the truck Raptor.
Yeah, the Raptor truck, right? So you're looking at Raptor.
You almost bought one of those trucks, didn't you?
I almost did, but I ended up going with my Toyota Tacoma, and I'll stick with it.
That's a heck of a truck, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Gene Gilstrap says the King Ranch is awesome, right? 5 Mile says, so in your experience with detectors, what do you think the Legend Pro would bring that the Legend can't? Maybe a better screen.
That's what I think. A better layout.
Right. Better layout. I think you could see all of those things. More settings maybe to deal with that you don't get with the Legend.
Lighter weight.
Yeah, maybe a lighter weight shaft. Better coil selection, even though I know the Legend has a great coil selection. Maybe we see a round coil with the Legend, which is something that I told Nocta that I would love to see, is come out with a 9-inch round coil for their machine. Who knows? Maybe they're watching tonight. Maybe that's something that can be done. Prospectors Cash says Bone Conductor headphones is a mod that we are finalizing testing on. It works on all not the detectors. Slides in where the spare battery says. There you go. Digging Dude says, oh yeah, status symbol. Chicks love my Nexus. Right. And for those of you that don't know, the Nexus is about a $3,000 or $4,000 machine. It's a great machine. It's a single frequency machine. Digging Dude loves it. Makes some great finds with it. Hard to get here in the United States, but I think they're working on a US version. But again, very interesting machine. And if you like a good machine that's deep and you like single frequency, then the Nexus might be the machine for you. If you got an extra, like Digging Dude's got plenty of money, so we know that he can fork it out left and right. Right, Digging Dude? He's on here. So he said chicks love his Nexus. So there you go. It's like having the Corvette, right? I guess. I don't know. He says laugh out loud. Joe Dirt says seems that most detectors adjustments show what not to dig, not so much what to dig. Right. That is so true too as well. Birds digging a 11 by 13 and a 9-inch is a great combination.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can go with either one. Um, T-Bird says thank you. Yeah, glad to help out, T-Bird. Hopefully that does help. Prospectors Cash, Louis Villarreal says, wow, that's nice to know. Thank you so much. Greeny Meanie says, will the new Nocta be a copy of the Manicore? They do not like the word copy, by the way, Greeny Meanie. So, but will it be similar? Let's say similar rather than copy. Will it be similar to the Manicore? And that's a good question. I don't know. Only Nocta can answer that question. I'm just speculating too, by the way. I do not know that for a fact.
Right.
So don't hold me to that. I still would like to try a Manicore, but I'm waiting around until I can get one with only a 9-inch coil. Right. That is weird that they don't offer a package with just the 9-inch coil.
Yeah.
He's right on that. Yeah. Yeah. I like this. Finders Keeper says, no, Greedy Meanie Nocta doesn't copy mine lab. He's right. Don't say that word copy for sure. DCM says the King Ranch costs more than a house I live in.
That's true. It is. They're expensive. Crazy expensive.
Yeah, Edward G says, Brian, you didn't buy the Raptor so you could take it out and jump it. I didn't. I bought a Toyota Tacoma, which almost is about as expensive as it's not quite as expensive, but it's a nice vehicle. I love my Toyota truck. Key Day Kid says something that's above how good metal detectors perform is perfecting asking permissions. Right. Yeah. And we've said this, getting on a good site plays a big role too into fines and so on. So we've all said that as well. Trying to get to this. Zapper says the Legend has good, steady numbers. Key Date Kid, too, by the way, looking for a great shovel. Excalibur shovels. Key Date Kid is on here right now. If you're looking for a new shovel, Key Date Kid can get you hooked up with a beautiful Excalibur shovel. He can customize it with your paint job, all of those good things. Michael and I both have bought shovels from Key Date Kid. Super nice shovels, very well made. And again, he can get you hooked up with a great shovel as well. DCM says, yeah, he said there are people out there slaying permissions using a lot of different machines. Right. Guys, you see me using a lot of different machines. But if I didn't have the permission I was on, it might be a little bit different. So that helps in a lot of different situations as well. Legend Pro with 2D or 3D or XY screen. I'll forward all this stuff around to Nocta and let them know, hey, we're talking about your new machine. You might want to check us out for sure. Gene Gilstrap says, I've seen the Nexus in some videos and it's pretty deep. I'm not sure I want to dig 2-foot hole for a coin. Right? I don't want to dig.
Yeah, it's almost like a pulse induction machine in single frequency. It's pretty impressive.
Yes, definitely. Key Date Kid says, that's awesome. I hope she loves it. Metal Detecting Northwestern Wisconsin. He says, hey, Key Date Kid, there are people out there slaying permissions using a lot of different machines. And he's talking about something else. Nice, DCM. So we're trying to follow everybody. Finders Keeper says, Casey, is there any way to make a shovel with a curved dish blade like the Predator Phoenix instead of folded creases in the center of the blade? He can answer that question, and he has the capability of making all kinds of different shovels and different designs with those shovels, as well as the different colors, which I really like that he does. All right, Michael. Well, we've been on here for a while, and I can keep going because these guys sort of inspire me to keep going. But we got to get out of here, don't we, buddy?
Are you ready to go to bed? You want to detect it in the morning?
No. I want to detect in the morning, but I'll stay on here as long as these guys want to talk. But there's some great people on here, and I love being able to bring them content. Score models need the small coil options like Legend, right? They need the 6-inch coil. They all have the elliptical coil, So maybe the 6-inch coil is something that they can do in the near future. DCM says there are people out there that find awesome stuff using fishers and magnetic detectors. They know that detectors and are out on great ground. Right. That plays a lot to it. And we've said this so many times. If you know your machine,
kind of avoid it.
No, yeah. XP Weasel's on here. He says, "Oh my God, I'm late."
Yeah, he's real late.
Yeah, you're real late, XP. Well, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're making it in. Go back and watch the replay. We got a lot of great stuff on here tonight. Chris says, "Great show tonight. We appreciate that." Digging Dude says, "Thanks, Brian and Mike." Yeah, but we got a giveaway. Michael, we got a giveaway tonight for these people that stuck around. What do you want to give away tonight?
Triple score.
A triple score? Well, let's do a double giveaway tonight. How about that, Michael? You ready? So don't leave. We got a giveaway coming. Don't leave.
Gene said a Tacoma.
A Tacoma. Yeah, good Lord.
You don't need that. Give it away.
Well, I will say this. We got more giveaways coming for you guys as well as our members. Sign up for a membership and get in on the great giveaways there as well as giveaways on here. So, we got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. So, yes, Prospectors Cash, thank you so much. I'm glad to be healthy. Michael's glad I'm healthy. He got tired of hearing me whine. He said, you're just acting like you're just so wimpy. And I'm going like, Michael, why you want to do me like that? I dealt with a lot, guys, by the way, but I am so glad to be back and be with you guys. This is my zen, being here, talking metal detecting with you guys, and I love it every day as well. So thank you, DCM. I appreciate that. Yes, and we're going to do a giveaway, and we're going to do a double giveaway. And Relics and Rings is on here, and we're going to give away one of his nice hats. And this is the hat that we're going to give away. It's a metal detecting hat, and it says Happy Hunting on the front. You guys can see it. It's a nice Richardson hat. Richardson makes good quality hats. And we're also, because we're going to do one shot, we're also going to give away a nice Mind Lab hat, which you guys can see here. High quality hat for sure. We're going to give away 2 hats tonight for somebody that's going to win these and be our lucky winners. So we got 2 great looking hats for somebody tonight as our giveaway. And if you do win, remember, send me your address, sra@gmail.com. We'll put that up down below. For those of you that don't know it, SRANSC@gmail.com. And we'll get those hats out to you as soon as possible. And we appreciate Relics and Rings for donating the hat that we're going to give away tonight. He may have some other things that he might send as donations and giveaways as well. And if he does, that's great. If not, you can go check him out. Just give him a shout. If you're interested in a hat or t-shirt, he might be able to hook you up as well. So we got 2 fantastic hats tonight that we're going to give away. We've got a beautiful Mind Lab hat, and then we also have a Happy Hunting hat.
I like that
as well. And this one has the little vented back as well on it. And I like both of these actually. And,
yeah, I got the Mind Lab. I need that other one though. Can I
get it on it? Well, we're going to have some Garrett stuff, some XP stuff. You've already got all this stuff, Michael. So again, we're going to give away those hats tonight on the live stream. So let me pull this up and StreamYard giveaway. And we're going to pull this up, Michael. And remind me not to put in the space tonight, please. Do you remind me? Don't let me do that.
Yeah, don't put it in.
Lance says that he's going to lay out the hat giveaway. They always look like
I'm gonna tell you, Lance, that Mind Lab head is big because it's big on my head, and I got a
Yeah.
big head, isn't it, Brian?
But the relics and rings hat,
Yeah, the Relics and Rings
you've
hat
got
is
on
it
you've
is.
got on one of those
Yeah,
hats
I
right
do.
now, and they are nice.
Yeah,
And of course, relics and rings can get you hooked up if you are interested in a hat.
yeah.
So
These hats fit really good. The Richardson, that Mind Lab hat is huge. Though. I mean, it's big.
right. So let's do this hashtag, and we're gonna
Don't
put
put that
that.
space in there now.
I don't think I put a space in there. I know I didn't put a space in there. So we're all good. Yes, and again, a couple of our sponsors. Check out KC2 Excalibur Shovels, LMS Metal Detecting, which you see his information scrolling across the bottom. If you're interested in a machine, any metal detecting accessory, scoops, all those things, Mike can give you a good deal, good price. Give him a shout. His information is scrolling across the bottom. Relics and Rings, go check him out too as well. If you're interested in a hat, t-shirt, any of those types of things that are metal detecting related, he can get you hooked up with some of those things as well. If you want camo colors, any special kind of design on your shovel, Casey can get you hooked up.
I love that color combo. I got black beards gold.
Yeah, that's a really cool one. So again, we're going to share our screen here. Let's hopefully this works, Michael. We'll see. So we're going to share our giveaway screen, and there it is. Type in hashtag the hat, and we'll get you hooked up with a beautiful hat, a couple of hats. And remember, if you win, make sure that you see, and it's not picking it out. I have to go back in, but make sure that you send me your address. Okay, so let's do this one more time. I think you have to wait till you do the thing, Michael.
There it goes.
Yeah, there it is. So we got 15 entries so far. And we're going to give everybody an opportunity to get in here. Michael, you want to share another tip of the day?
I'm gonna save that for next week.
What? Everybody was wanting to get in on that tip. So remember, guys, we got two great hats that we're giving away. We've got a beautiful Mind Lab hat as well as a happy hunting hat from Relics and Rings. And we're going to give away both of those hats tonight. And you guys can be the lucky winner. So let's get as many people as we can signed up. And we appreciate everyone being here tonight on a Friday night. So, Michael, I'm going to check out for 1 second as I've got something that is beeping in the background. Hang on 1 second, and I'll be right back.
All right. 24 entries. Is this a choice? I guess this is a choice. Is it both hats or just whichever choice you want? But or he may be going to do two drawings. But anyway, yeah, Casey has some great shovels. If you want to go check them out, you can get them in any length or color. The wide blade or the narrow blades for whichever hunting you want to use. They're really well built shovels. So go check out his website. He has all the colors on there as well as the different configurations, D handle or T handle. I'm impressed with them. They're really, really nice shovels. All right, 26 guys. Anybody else? This I'm actually got one of Relics Rings hats here that's similar to the one they're really nice hats, Richardson hats, and they fit really well.
Okay, I'm back, Michael.
Gary said the cake is done.
Yeah, I forgot that I had something that I was cooking on the crock pot, which I forgot the buzzer went off on.
I did see a picture of that ball handle that he had on his show. He said he has a pistol grip too.
Yeah. So we've got 46 people in here, and only 26 people have signed up for the giveaway.
What is a great sand scoop?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, check out LMS Metal Detecting. He
sells a couple of different
titanium
ones.
scoops. He's got cube scoops. I think that's how you say it. He's got any type of scoop you can get. Motley scoops. I think he's got them all.
There's another brand too. I can't remember the name of it that he sells.
Yeah, he sells a few different ones, but he can get you whatever you want. So check him out, T-Bird's Digging, and he'll get you hooked up with a scoop. Of course, we live here at the beach, not far from the ocean. So again, he's right on the coast. So he sells a ton of sand scoops. So if you give him a shout, tell him, what kind of digging you're going to be doing, what you're looking for in a sand scoop, he can definitely get you hooked up. He's very, very knowledgeable, especially about beach hunting. Yeah. Metal Tech says CKG. He's got a beautiful titanium scoop. Now, those things are expensive, but his titanium scoop is very, very nice. Honey Badger is really nice. Extreme scoops are really nice as well. T-Bird's Digging as well. So Gary Hull says some venison stew. No, it's actually, but it is a roast. I'm cooking a roast, so I'd forgotten I'd started it, and the thing just went off. So I love roast carrots and potatoes. So there we go. Gene Gilstrap says, I have a Cube and an Extreme. Cube is great on the dry, but in the surf, the Extreme is great. Right.
I got an Extreme too. They're not.
Yeah. You can bash rocks with my shovels and it will keep its edge. There you go. Casey says you can bash some rocks with it. Michael knows I like a good shovel. Don't know, Michael?
Yeah.
Casey makes some good ones though. Definitely check him out at Excalibur Shovels. Before we get off of here and do our drawing, let's share Casey's site since he's on here tonight, and we appreciate him being here as well. And we'll do a little sharing of the case. How about that?
Yeah.
Let's but we need to do our drawing first. We'll do that first, and then we'll do the other.
Is it still 26? We've been on 26 a while, so I guess.
Yeah, it's still 26. So let's do our drawing. All right, guys, if you win, don't forget to send me your address, sransc@gmail.com. If you are the lucky winner tonight.
Is this for both hats?
It's for both hats, Michael.
Okay.
We're doing a one-shot deal. You get 2 hats for being on here tonight, and we appreciate you guys. So we're going to do the drawing. And if you only want one, then you can share one with a friend. How about that? We got one more. Yeah, see, Jay Kaiser got in. He got in at the last minute, 27. So, all right, let's do that drawing, Michael. You ready?
All right, go ahead.
Let's see who's going to be our lucky winner tonight. Here we go. Oh, somebody tried to get Gene Gilstrap is the winner. Paul Seiler got in here at the last minute. I don't think he got in though. But Gene Gilstrap is the winner. He gets 2 hats tonight. We got some other great giveaways. Gene, send me your address so I can get these mailed out to you. sransc@gmail.com. Congratulations to Gene. Gene's always a loyal supporter of the channel, and we appreciate him being here. Hopefully he's here. He says, woohoo, he won. So, yes, congratulations, Gene. And we appreciate you so much for being a part of our channel. So, real quick, let's share Casey's. Let's share Casey's shovels here, as he's been a good loyal supporter of the channel. Excalibur shovels, made in the USA. And there you go. You can go check him out at excaliburshovels.com. And you guys can sign up and check out his page and all of the great shovels that he has that you can see here on the page. So you can see Casey's got a bunch of really, really neat designs that you can pick from on his
colors.
Yeah, and all kind of colors. And he can customize them too. So yeah, he has some that glow in the dark, like Dig and Daryl said. So yes. So Edward G says, good night, everyone. Enjoyed the show as always. Happy digging this week. Thank you, Edward G. Appreciate you being here tonight. And again, check out Casey at Excalibur Shovels. We just want to give him a shout out, as he has been a great supporter of our channel. So again, if you haven't already, look at that two-tone color shovels that he has on here. I think Michael and I are blocking it. Yeah, we're blocking it. Let's there we go. Now we're out of the way. So there's that two-tone. That's the shovel I have, Michael.
Yeah, the one I have is like the gold. It's the Blackbeard's gold, but it's black on the bottom and gold at the top.
Yes.
Looks really good.
Yeah, so there you go. So you're certainly welcome, Key Date Kid. We appreciate you, Casey. You're an awesome dude, and we love what you do as well. So there you go. All right. Well, Michael, you about ready to head out?
Yeah, I'm about ready.
Yeah, you kept me out here too long. It's an hour and 41 minutes. What are you doing, Michael? That's way too long.
You ain't got nothing else to do tonight.
Oh, yes, I do. I got to get ready to go for a hunt tomorrow for sure. There's Gary Hulls. Thanks. He says, thanks, Brian and Michael. We appreciate you, Gary. Thank y'all tonight. Gene, thank you. Don't forget to send me your address so I can get those out to you. We appreciate you. Thank you, Surfside Dan. We appreciate you. Thanks for being here tonight. Edward G, appreciate you. We've got some awesome people on here. Dig and Daryl, appreciate you being here tonight. Again, check out our buddy Mike at LMS Metal Detecting. His information is scrolling across the bottom. If you're looking for anything metal detecting related, Mike can get you hooked up. Thank you, Metal Detecting Northwestern Wisconsin. We appreciate you. If you like to join the membership, remember you can click that join button, or they say click the $sign, and you can sign up for joining the membership. If you're interested, we're going to do our live stream with our members only as well. DCM, glad to have you in here tonight. Check out DCM's channel. Got a great channel as well. Buzzsaw, we appreciate you, buddy. Great info and show. We appreciate that so much. And we look forward to coming to you guys real soon next week. And we are going to have some more giveaways and other things in the coming weeks. We're going to have some Garrett giveaways coming up in the future. We're going to have some XP giveaways coming up in the future. So we got a lot of stuff planned. We got a lot of content planned. So stay tuned to the channel. If you're new here tonight, please hit that like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it, as that helps out our algorithm as well. Workman's Adventure says, great show, guys. Appreciate you. Workman's Adventure, as always, Bobby Short, thank you so much. We always appreciate you being here with us too as well. So, Michael, I think that's going to do me, buddy. I'm about to lose my voice. I've talked so much tonight. Yeah.
Cold weather.
Oh, and the one thing you definitely want to come back for is Michael's tips for the week. That's coming next week. So he's going to have some more of his famous tips that he's going to share with you. So Michael's tip of the week is coming next week as well. That's going to be a continuing theme on our show too, by the way. So if you miss his tip, go back and watch. If you're just now tuning in towards the end, go get Michael's tip of the week. It's fantastic, let me tell you. Super excited to have that being a part of our show. Right, Michael?
Yeah. Tech Corner.
Yeah, Tech Corner. We're going to call it Michael's Tech Corner.
Brian's got all the tech there. Look behind him. he's got way more tech than I do.
Yeah. Yeah, Gene Gilstrap says, how about Michael's Tech Corner? We can call it Michael's Tech Corner, but I'm telling you, this gentleman over here, he knows how to detect, and he's got some great knowledge that he can share with people. So that's why we wanted to call it Michael's Tips. We call it Michael's Tips and Tech. How about that? What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, he says, okay, Tip Corner. we're gonna come up with a special name for it. We did rename the live stream to Digging Deep for those of you that are still in here. So we did rename it to Digging Deep.
Johnny Bottles said he just got out of work.
Yeah, Johnny Bottles, missed the show. Johnny Bottles found a great little a bottle. He wouldn't be called Johnny Bottles if he didn't find a bottle, right? Found a good ginger bottle from the Civil War, and super excited to see that find as well, Johnny. So congratulations. He said he just got off of work. We like Johnny Bottles. He lives up in the South Carolina, North Carolina line, and always super excited to have him. Gene Gilstrap says that sounds like a spinoff. Yeah, he's going to be like All in the Family. What? I'm All in the Family. Now he's going to spin off into the Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons.
He's moving on up. Yeah. Digging Dude says, yeah, Michael, give up the knowledge. That's funny. Workman's Adventure says, yes, he has helped him out. He has. He's helped me out too. I mean, he's my right-hand man, and we appreciate him all the time. Yes, Johnny Bottle says, great to see you back. We appreciate you, Johnny, as well, buddy. And hopefully you're doing great. Yeah. And he says, hey, I see Mental Metal moved to North Carolina. Yeah, Michael.
I talked to him on the phone.
Yeah, Michael and Mental Metal are going to be hooking up too. So they're going to be doing some hunts possibly together in the near future. Mental Metal's actually, him and Michael, I think, are going to plan a little trip down here with me. That's going to be a great video. Oh, by the way, History Digger is going to be coming through my neck of the woods, and we're going to try to plan a hunt with him as well. And so that's coming down the road as well. So stay tuned for that. Johnny, we're out of here, buddy. Go back and watch the replay. We appreciate you being here as well. So
he said he sent me a Facebook friend request. I had to check that out.
Yes, he says he sent you a Facebook friend request. All right, guys. Look, take care. Thank you for those that stuck around. Congratulations to Gene. Thank you for those guys that gave donations tonight through Super Chat or Super Sticker. We appreciate that. All that goes back to the channel. Thank you to LMS Metal Detecting for being a proud sponsor of our channel. Thank you to the Key Date Kid for dropping in tonight with Excalibur shovels. Thank you to Dirt Devil Detecting. If you haven't checked him out, go check out his remote control holders for the XP Deus 2. They're awesome. I highly recommend them as well. So we've got some great people that come on here and share some knowledge. We've got some great shows planned on down the road. Remember, XP is going to be on here with us real soon, we hope. Mike is going to be on here with us from LMS Metal Detecting. We've got some great giveaways coming on the next couple of shows, so you definitely want to make sure you're here for that. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. We would appreciate it. If you want to join the membership, hit that join or hit that $sign, join up, and we'll be coming to you with our membership live stream, as well as you get a special badge showing that you are a member. So again, all those things are available to you. Thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you. We hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Go out and find some great things. as
Stay
I'm gonna
warm.
do the same thing. Yeah, stay warm if you're up north. If you're up north, tune in our channel. We're going to show some hunts where we're not frozen in, and at least let you live vicariously through all of us. So take care. You guys are awesome. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great, fantastic weekend, and we will catch you guys on our next adventure. See you soon. Take care, everyone. Have a great night, and we'll see you. Bye.